everyone, Joy here. I'm back with the 6th Minimalist home tour. So I did give my home a very deep clean. I've actually washed all my beddings and I've also done some kind of special prep for the next week or even more. So you'll be able to see that. I'll point that out during the home tour. You can leave your guesses down in the comments below if you like. On that note, I wanted to talk about art of doing a little bit at a time. And a lot of times when people feel overwhelmed with decluttering and minimizing, I noticed that many of the cases, again, it's the same line with perfectionism. A lot of us want to get everything done in a one big bang, right? We want to declutter everything. We want to overhaul our lives. We want to fall in love right away. Not everyone, but a lot of humans do seek that kind of drastic change, right? That's why it's so difficult for people to, let's say, maintain a weight loss, maintain certain level of saving, maintain certain level of cleanliness in our homes, because a lot of times we're actually looking for that miracle and that one big event, when in fact everything is actually more of a progress. And I'm also, again, guilty of sort of waiting until the last minute to do everything at once, but I've actually gotten a little bit better at doing a little bit at a time. Even where I am in my life, in all aspects of my life, I don't think I'm at an extreme where I don't have any discipline, but I also don't think I'm at an extreme where I have absolute discipline all the time. I'm somewhere in between, and learning to be comfortable with the discomfort of being imperfect, the discomfort of only being able to do a little bit and feeling like you've not accomplished anything, that in itself is also a discipline. Do you know what I mean? You have to do 10 things, right? You have to take 10 steps to get to where you want to go. And you could wait, days, weeks, months, or even years before you even take the first step, because those 10 steps seem so daunting. And only taking 2 steps forward and taking 1 step back, you might feel like a failure. And maybe especially if you're quite sensitive, as I am also, I think if you're kind of creative and artistic, it's kind of easy for you to be a little bit sensitive in all aspects of life. And it can be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing, right? If you're too sensitive of other people's opinion or your environment, or about your internal voice. I've always had this issue of like, you're supposed to do all 10 things and you've only done 8, so you're a failure. A lot of us have this issue of perfectionism, and unlearning that perfectionism, I would like to describe it as bravery. I want us to be brave enough to not be perfect, brave enough to look foolish, to get to where we need to go. Even right now, someone might be like, oh, look at her, with her makeshift little background, with her 4,000 subscribers. I'm very grateful for it, but to somebody else, maybe it's something to laugh at, right? They look at my apartment and they're like, oh, it's a kennel, it's a prison, it's a whatever. People could look at my business, it's like, oh, it's not good enough. They could look at my degree, it's like, oh, it's not valuable enough. So on and so forth, right? There's always something to criticize about somebody if you're actively looking for it. All of us, in order for us to get to where we need to go, we have to look a little bit ridiculous at first. Unless you're a super duper nepo baby and you can afford to fail and cover up the failure with just more investment. But most of us are not in that position, right? We are bound to fail. And let's say even if you have all the money in the world, you still have to learn a skill if you want to do things that require that skill. For instance, no amount of money in this world will teach you how to cut hair. You actually have to cut hair, and sometimes you have to give a bad haircut in order for you to get good at it. It's actually more arrogant to expect perfection of yourself or anybody else without taking the necessary steps to get there. Now, those steps could look different for everybody. Some of us are faster learners. Some of us are slower learners. Some of us are fast learners in certain areas. Some of us are slower learners in certain areas. And only you know what it takes for you to get ahead, right? I encourage you to take your time, be yourself, do what needs to be done to get to where you want to go. Whether it's your ideal weight, your future vision for your career, a clean home, certain number of items, whatever it is that your goal might be, as long as you don't stop, and I always say this, right? And I really genuinely mean this when I say it's okay not to be perfect, but there always has to be contingency as long as we're working towards being better. So when you completely give up because you're overwhelmed, that's when you make 0 progress. But if you make even one small progress, right? And, let's say your vision is to exercise regularly and become healthy. And if all you could do today is to put on some running shoes and then took off the shoes and laid back down, you actually tried a little bit more than you did yesterday. So you're a little bit closer to your goal. Again, I'm not inviting anybody to be delusional. I'm just saying, if you have a dream and you really genuinely want it, let your actions show that you want it, right? Even if you never get there, the beauty is in the struggle. It really is. Because, how would you know that you're capable of getting somewhere if you never even try to get there? It's more brave for someone to try and fail at their dream than never try at all. It's so easy to make fun of other people when you never actually take any risks. I would like to think that I'm one of those people who is more willing to take risks, is more willing to kind of experiment, dabble. And if I fail, I try to laugh at myself. It's a little difficult, but if I can do it, the sensitive, proud kid, if I can do it, so can you. So if your goal is to minimize your entire wardrobe, right? You want to break them down into the essentials. Maybe all you can do today is to set the intention to minimize, and maybe tomorrow you can minimize one clothing, and maybe the day after that you can minimize one accessory, and then some days you can probably minimize a good chunk of it and even regret a little bit, and realize, oh, I actually wanted that item. And then you can kind of let yourself feel that pain, learn from it, and next time you'll be smarter. You will know exactly how you are. You will know whether or not you can survive without an item, whether or not you can be happy without an item. Again, as long as we're alive, we will never be perfect, and that's okay. That's part of being alive. That's part of learning. And I always like to compare materialistic things to intangibles, right? Like even relationships. How would you know what you're looking for in your partner if you never dare to love someone, if you never dare to meet people and interact with them and then see how you feel around them? We all have different chemical makeups. You never know what it is that clicks for you if you never take any risks. And be brave, just as how I'm trying to be brave every day. Be brave to fail, be brave to take action, be brave to make fun of yourself if you fail, and sometimes feel the pain fully so that you can learn from the experience and make better decisions, whether it's something like decluttering or relationship or your future career goals or the vision you have for your life. And again, it's okay not to be perfect as long as we're working towards being better. I believe in us. And without further ado, let's start this week's Minimalist Home Tour. Let's go! Hello y'all, welcome to this week's Minimalist Home Tour. We'll start off in my living room / bedroom. You can see I got like a little bit of stain there, so I had to spot clean it. That's why it's a little bit wet over there. But yeah, this is my little bedroom. This is my foldable bed, and I got my foldable table right here. I got my new tumbler that I really like. And up here, of course, I got a bunch of jewelry. So what I did different is I bought this little wooden container for all my accessories. I think it's so cute. Of course, I am wearing my necklace right now. And these are the earrings that I've been showing you guys that was in the kitchen cabinet. But I've actually put them out here. Yeah, I really like them. And this was the other ring that I told y'all about. It was a ring from my friend. I think she might have made it in I don't know, self-made ring place or something like that. And this is my class ring. It's a little jade bracelet from Taiwan. And this is another bracelet from Vietnam. And yeah, so pretty much everything here except this was a gift, which I think is so nice. And up here, of course, yeah, there's water stain. I know it's a little gross, whatever. I don't really think about it that much unless I'm doing a tour. And of course, oh, I forgot, this is my little squishy right there. I got a book and then my underwear and socks and stuff like that. And all my current season clothes are in here in that white basket. And I'm using my little, my only hanger to dry these pants a little bit more, because as you can hear, my laundry is being done over there. And this was one of the not completely dried pants. That's why I'm hanging it on there. And of course, in that little suitcase, I have all my off-season clothes, like summer clothes and stuff like that. And we'll do the fridge tour. You can see I got a bunch of vegetables. I still need to take out some food trash, but this bag is not full yet. So I kind of mistakenly thought this was full and I started this bag, but they filled up pretty fast. So yeah, I have been cooking a lot, which is very good. Trying to save money and trying to stay healthy. It's not always easy, but and of course I cleaned out my fridge a little bit. I took out some old food. That's why my food trash bag was also full. And these are like new groceries. You can see there's like sausage and there's also kimchi and stuff like that, so I can like meal prep. I just did a bunch of meal prep and I wanted to show you guys. So each bag is like for one meal. I'm gonna have like a rice packet with it and a couple side dishes. But basically I've got 7 same kind of meal over here, 5 same kind of meal, and another 7 same kind of meal. So the 7 can be you know, I eat twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. So there'll be like a basic meal for the entire week. And then of course, if I'm more hungry, I can always have these 5 extra, so on and so forth. Maybe I'll meal prep later tonight, we'll see. And of course over here, I just want to show y'all like the overall view of my room. I don't think I've actually done that in a while. And of course up here is the laundry that I need to fold that I don't feel like folding yet. Dry laundry stays in this little bag. And my blow dryer is on the floor because I used it to blow all the dirt into the corner and clean my floor today. So yeah, and of course I use my door handles to hang things. Down here, nothing much. Shampoo and conditioner as usual. Cleaning tools over there. I do need to give my bathroom a little bit of a clean. And of course, this is a wet bathroom. I can dismount the little shower head up there. And down here, I've got my makeup remover foam, toothpaste, mouthwash. And up here, my toner, body lotion, face cream, oil ointment for my fingers, toothbrushes, and hairbrush. And up here, hair ointment, hair essence, floss, sun cream, deodorant, and cotton swabs. So these are like my essentials. I don't really need any more for my grooming needs. Of course, there's a razor right there. And let's go into, before we go into the kitchen, you know, I use my door handles to hang everything. These are like coats and scarf that I wear on a regular basis. And of course, there's my backpack. And actually, it's not as clean as I wanted because I have done a lot of grocery shopping. So these are, excuse me, all the rice packets that I bought in bulk. I'm going to take a lot of it to work because I eat at work most of my meals. And that, same thing with that. And I put like a little bit extra laundry in there that I need to wash that I forgot about. Don't worry about it. It's not as clean as I planned, but you know, that's what happens in life. Of course, I got my dressy boots. I don't know why they're laying down like that. I should probably make them look better, but anyways, my 2 slip-on shoes, my sandals, and my sneakers. And of course, my laundry is being done. That's why it's kind of loud in here. Sorry about that. Yeah, and then usually this cabinet would be closed, so it wouldn't look super messy. Although I have a lot of stuff nowadays. I made some noodles for dinner. That's why the dishes are not done. But yeah, you know, I got my Brita, got my little utensils. And down here, I don't really have a trash can. But you can see I've done also the grocery shopping for toilet papers and stuff. I got 2 bags of that. I bought it in bulk. They stay in here. I'm probably going to take one of them to work, so on and so forth. And of course, I got my trash bag and my yoga mat and little jump ropes down there. And then we'll move up here. Ta-da! I've got everything from bags to noodles and rice packets and miscellaneous items and board games and extra spam and even these little zipper bags that I've been using for meal prepping. I'll include a footage of my meal prep so you can see that. And of course up here also just extra stuff, even more toilet paper, so on and so forth. And that is my home tour for this week, and let's just go to the outro. So that was my home tour for this week. I hope y'all liked it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time with more content. Bye!